Hey, Margaret Lanternary here, author of the book Tapping into Wealth, and just checking in with you on this first training video that's been out, because today's really the day you need to catch up and watch it if you haven't seen it yet and gotten this handout, the self-assessment, the 4 stages of coaching, and the danger zones, because tomorrow, Friday, my second video is going to be released, and it's going to address some of the problems that you guys are already bringing up. How did I know how to make the second training video address all of the problems that you're bringing up? Because we have been surveying and talking to coaches for years, and this training was created to give you what you need. So let me read a couple of comments. This one is from Dave, who just left the comment just within the last couple hours. He said, I'm passionate about assisting people who are struggling with money and relationships. My biggest problem has been getting them to realize that they need to make a change to improve their life and finances. And he said, you know, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm not going to make a difference in anyone's life. I'm going to continue to be disappointed in myself for doing what doesn't work. And so this is so important, because we do have to convince people to make a change. And it's so important to shine that light. And that's why sometimes when we learn a modality or a healing approach, or we haven't really gotten started, maybe we've just experienced a healing modality and they're like, maybe I can do tapping or hypnotherapy or something like Reiki. We focus on that modality instead of the first step of giving someone clarity. Oh my gosh, is this going to totally change when you see the video tomorrow, because I'm going to show you how to do it. But first, let me read another comment from let's see, from Demayante, who left it earlier today, this morning. She said, I've been struggling with trying to open up my Reiki healing practice. I do Reiki for friends and family, and I get good results. I'm confident I can help others as well, but it's hard to convince people that it works or get them to commit working with me. And then she adds, or even listen to me when I offer suggestions to clear out negative patterns and habits. So she just quit her corporate job. She said, I've been thinking long and hard about doing what I love, which is helping others, healing others. And she's loving the free training. And she said, I just avoided a major pitfall after watching this. I was about to give free sessions to people to get them interested in Reiki. Now I know better, and I'm curious to learn. So what if there is a better way? I struggled when I started with hypnotherapy and EFT and law of attraction. I struggled to get clients, and you've heard me talk about this in my story. And so I had to create a better way. And this is what I want to teach you in the video tomorrow, the training video. This is an intense one. First of all, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in a way that we call captivating people from the start. It will stop you from talking about your modality and trying to convince people, and it will instead speak to the gifts that you have, the problems that you solve. Now, it can be a little challenging to use that formula when we haven't had a lot of training yet, but you need to see this Captivate from the Start formula, because I promise you, if you even try, make an attempt, just throw something out there and use it to introduce yourself, like at the grocery store later today, you'll see a difference in the way people respond to you. Secondly, you have to compel the right clients to come to you instead of trying to convince people what to do, or convince people to listen to you, which often happens with friends and family. They just happen to be nearby. So it's really easy for us to see their patterns and their problems, but there's certain people that are not ideal clients. Instead, we want to use that Captivate from the Start to compel the right people to come to us and ask us more. You're going to see exactly how to do that tomorrow. Then there's a whole nother thing I'm going to teach you with 2 more sets of handouts. You're going to get 3 handouts tomorrow, because I'm also going to teach you something that speaks to what Dave said, which is really getting people to see that there's a problem that they need to solve. So instead of us convincing them or bringing our modality and say, let me try this and let me help you with this, we actually stop, and first we do an exercise with them called the Gift of Clarity exercise, so that they do have an aha moment. They do see where some of the hidden roots of the problems are, and they do see, wow, this is actually costing me a lot. We actually make people stop for a moment and check within themselves. Maybe they decide this isn't really a problem for me, and then they're not a client and you can let them walk away. But the gift of clarity exercise that I'm going to teach you, you can use immediately to practice and play with it. Use it on people in your life and see how they react. Now, I give you the complete script. So first, in tomorrow's video, you're going to experience the gift of clarity. I'm going to walk you through the exercise yourself. You're going to have your own aha moments. And by the way, the example that I use in this process is in shining and charging your worth, okay? And so the gift of clarity is something you're going to experience, and then I'm going to give you the complete script so that you can walk somebody else exactly through it word for word as I do and see their aha moments. Now, this is a very different thing, a very different way of acting than people are used to, because again, we're used to talking about our modality or jumping in to say, I know how to solve that problem. I had that problem too, let me help you. This is a totally different process, and it's designed to get people captivated and compelled and then enrolled in the process, right? Like, wow, and know for sure, if they're the right client for you, if they have the problems that you solve, and they have problems that are painful enough or urgent enough that they actually want to have them solved. And when you bring someone this kind of clarity, this kind of aha moment by using an exercise like this, they look at you differently and they're like, wow, that's really interesting. I never thought of that before. And now they're seeing you as someone who can solve their problem even before you get to what it is that you do or what you offer. And so I'm giving you the example of using this. It's the way that my Tapping into Wealth coaches use it to diagnose, to bring clarity really to people's resistance to shining confidently and charging their worth. But you can adapt this. If you think about this exercise and what's in there and you experience it and play with it, you can also adapt it, as many of my trained coaches have, to adapt it to weight loss or to physical issues or other things, because really it's designed to show the hidden roots, to show the pain that's actually latent, that's sitting under there, and to show how much it's really costing so that somebody can be clear about, maybe I do have a problem to solve. And so I can't wait for you to see that tomorrow. It's going to build on everything you've learned today. And I don't want it to sound like marketing, because it's actually so much more than that. It is a way for you to talk to clients, but it's a way to actually completely start the process with people in a totally different energy than giving freebies and trying to convince. I don't want you to ever do that. I don't want you to be in that position. I want you to be compelling and captivating people so they come to you and you feel confident. I can't wait for you to see that tomorrow. So make sure you get through the video today. I'm loving reading your comments. As you can tell, I'm retelling them on all these videos, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next training video. Bye, guys.